Hey yo, salute to all my subscribers. Special shout out to everybody else passing through. Hey yo, what's good, man? Y'all see the title. So y'all know I'm on my bullshit. So let's get into it. Right-wing conservatives. Salutations. Um, Question. Serious question. What the fuck is wrong with you, right-wing conservatives, calling shit a handout that, by definition, is not a handout? We still have hundreds and thousands, if not millions of people still out of work or being laid off from work or losing their job, what have you. I don't care what the circumstance is. It seems like the system tries to find any reason to deny someone's claim for unemployment benefits. And that shit sounds crazy to me. It sounds 100% crazy. And then you right-wing conservatives call unemployment a handout. And then you volley for the lobbyists to do away with these quote-unquote handouts. Anybody who owns a car knows that you pay that insurance company every month, so that if, you know, God forbid, if there's an accident, your car gets damaged, what have you, you're covered. You could put a claim in, and that insurance company's not going to turn around and say to you, well, I apologize, you damaged your car, but we're going to have to deny your claim. Well, why the fuck are you going to do that? Oh, because we don't give handouts. That's what that shit sounds like. If you've ever worked a job, like ever in your life, you take a look at your pay stub, you take a look at your W-2. That shit ain't all taxes, B. That shit is not all taxes. Some of that shit be Medicare. You fucking 24 years old, they taking Medicare out of your paycheck. You 32 years old, they taking Social Security out of your paycheck. And then when it comes time to collect Social Security, damn, there won't be shit left. My point is this. How can you call something a handout that by nature is defined and titled as being insurance? Unemployment insurance. That means for the money that you're stealing from my paycheck, because let's be clear, for the people who like to shout, I'm a taxpaying citizen, I do this, I do that, you goddamn right, because they come and take them things. Like you not paying those taxes by choice just because you feel like it. The money that you have, from what the money that you earn is what you have, and that's it. There's nothing else. And then if people go shopping, consumers tax the consumers on for sales tax. Fine, but this this shit crazy. So how I wanted to break this down. So basically, right? I'll give another analogy. And this shit makes a lot of sense too. But of course, for some reason, as smart as these politicians pretend that they are, with all the degrees that these politicians like to boast about having, explain this fucking conundrum to me too. How the fuck could something that is coming out of my check that I pay for not be allowed to be given to me when something happens, like, you lose your unemployment through no fault of your own? We're not talking about you ran up in a job and, said fuck this to everybody, stood on the table and put your middle finger up. We talking about you minding your business, going on about your life, your situation, and then you get a call one day that one of your, get a call one day that you're being laid off, or whatever the case. You get called into the office type of thing. You put in an insurance claim, and they deny you, and can't even really cite the reason as to why. It's fucking crazy, If you take it out of my check, then it's not a handout. If you're gonna call it unemployment insurance, that's what the fuck it is. And anybody who has any kind of insurance, that the point of paying for insurance is that in the off chance that something happens, you can call back on that money to do what you need to do. It's called fucking investing in yourself. That's what the fuck it's called. It's fucking insurance, not a handout. Nothing that I pay for can be a handout. And you paying for that multiple times a month. For the people who get paid weekly, you're paying unemployment insurance weekly. For the people who get paid every 2 weeks, you're paying that shit bi-weekly. Wherever you work, either it's known and understood that it's a part of it, or it's not attached because purposely, for whatever reason, it just doesn't apply. I don't know. You know, this shit crazy, man. You know, I feel like we live in a time where, you know, this shit's getting worse and worse. You know, you call unemployment for the person who works 10, 20, 15, 10, 15, 20, 30 years, 40 years, whatever. And again, through no fault of their own, it's just circumstances. It's just life. You know, maybe they had a few kids too many or what have you, but, you know, they got to keep working. They can't retire and collect their Social Security or their whatever, and that's because, you know, argument could be made that you still wouldn't be able to get up and do shit. And unemployment is not really the same. It's not. Unemployment is not the only thing. You know, it's other shit too. You know, I know there's a lot of shit talked about single parent mothers who go on welfare and, you know, have to get help, you know, with things like food stamps and shit like that. But even that shit's technically not a handout, because anytime you give a single mother welfare, 100% you already know that the father's on child support and he's paying that shit back. That shit is transferred to him to pay those charges. And when they don't pay it, that's why the fuck y'all throw them motherfuckers in jail. It shit ain't got nothing to do with them not paying child support to the actual child, to the actual mother. The state want their money, and when they don't get it, you know, shit gets heated, and they want people to spend time in jail. And that's just the way it is. It's bully tactics. That's what the fuck it is. You can't tell a person they're not entitled to something that they paid for out of their hard-earned money. That shit is bananas. That shit is extra bananas. But if you know, you politicians feel like, you lobbyists feel like, if you feed people enough, that is, you know, what it's supposed to be, and that everything's on the up and up, then you get to maintain that control. But this shit is dead, bro. This shit is dead. You call it something that is meant to be insurance, unemployment. And this person who's been at your company for 10, 15, 20 years, 25 years, you know, they should have something to show for that at the end of the day. So, I don't know, man. You know, at the end of the day, you know, my thing is, just stop calling shit a handout. That's not a fucking handout. It never was a handout. You can't forcefully make somebody pay for something, and then when they come back around to draw back on all those payments, you pretty much saying, sorry, we don't do handouts. Let's just call a spade a spade. Let's just call shit what it is. Unemployment insurance is exactly what the fucking name implies. It's insurance, so that in the off chance that some shit goes down, you covered. You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, one person's not going to change the system. You can throw as many monkey wrenches as you want in that bitch. It's just the way it is. Unemployment insurance. Is it a handout or is it insurance? I need to know. I need answers. Hey, y'all, I don't pretend to know everything. I just know what I know. See ya on the next one. Peace and love.